Today I'll be showing you 3 places that are definitely worth a visit during your stay in Abu Dhabi. The first one is the Louvre, the second one the Grand Mosque, and then the Presidential Palace. I booked tickets about a month in advance before traveling, and I advise you to do the same. You can easily do it online. In case of the Louvre, the ticket costs about 63 dirham, which is about 15.5 euro. But if you're under 18 or above 60, it's completely free if you present your ID card. So let me tell you some facts about the Louvre. So this museum is located on Sandiat Island in Abu Dhabi, and it is a product of a cultural collaboration between the Emirates and France. The inauguration occurred on November 11th, 2017, and it is part of a 30-year agreement between the Emirates and the French government, where the Louvre in Paris allowed Abu Dhabi Museum to use its name, a loan of a name, also to loan some artworks and provide expertise in management and curation. So the Louvre Abu Dhabi houses a diverse range of artworks and artifacts from various cultures and historical periods, from prehistoric times to present day. And also a collection includes paintings, sculptures, decorative arts, and manuscripts. The museum has a permanent collection which was designed to highlight human civilizations across time. It includes works from various artists such as Leonardo da Vinci, Vincent van Gogh, or Claude Monet. The building was designed by French architect Jean Nouvel, and this design draws inspiration from the traditional Arabic architecture and also a design of Islamic geometry. So one of the most striking features of the museum is the dome that spans 180 meters in diameter. It consists of almost 8,000 stars arranged in a complex geometric pattern. So when sunlight passes through, it creates a rain of light, an effect similar to the natural light filtering through palms in an oasis. And the museum also houses a recovery center for turtles. Hopefully, we will come back in about 2 years to visit the Guggenheim Museum, which is being built quite close to the Louvre. One of the first things that you need to be aware of is that you do not get into the mosque through the mosque itself, but through a shopping center, which was very unusual for me. So the entrance is done here, which is an underground shopping center, and if you are aware of the dress code, you know that you have to cover certain parts of your body, so you can actually buy there the dress or whatever you need to dress appropriately. I just bought a common dress. Although you need to walk about 500-600 meters, everything is made easier because of these treadmills. Entrance is completely free, but you need to have a ticket in advance and show at the entrance. And you also need to be aware that you need to go through security exactly as if you were at an airport. So the White Mosque, as it is called, is one of the largest and most beautiful mosques in the world. It's actually stunning, and it is named after Sheikh Zayed of the Emirates, the founding father and the first president of the Emirates. So the mosque covers an area of about 12 hectares or 30 acres, and it can accommodate more than 40,000 worshippers. So the main prayer hall, which we are about to see, it alone can hold over 7,000 people. It has 82 domes of various sizes, and it was primarily constructed from white marble sourced from Macedonia. The mosque is decorated with floral patterns, calligraphy, and geometric designs made from materials such as gold, semi-precious stones, crystals, and ceramics. One of the main features of the mosque are the chandeliers. It has 7 enormous chandeliers, the largest of which measures 10 meters in diameter and 15 meters in height. These chandeliers are made with millions of Swarovski crystals and are among the largest in the world. They are beautiful. And this is the main prayer hall, which houses the world's largest hand-knotted carpet, which covers over 5,600 square meters. It was made by 1,200 artisans and took 2 years to complete. So according to its website, the Grand Mosque is not only a place of worship, but also a symbol of peace, tolerance, and cultural diversity. And it serves a key destination for visitors of all faiths who wish to learn more about Islamic culture and architecture. It also has tours that are also free, but you should book them in advance. And again, you are required to have a modest dress code. Women typically with what we call an abaya, which was what I was wearing, or a headscarf upon entry. So at the end of your visit, you can either walk again to the place of entry to the shopping mall, to the underground shopping mall, or you can go with the car that takes you there directly. I've been to many places in the world, but this one is uncomparable. You have first to go to the visitor center. You have to go through security, just like at an airport, X-ray machines, and if everything is okay, if your security is well and you are dressed appropriately, then you jump on a bus and the bus will take you to the palace. So tickets are 65 dirhams, which is quite good for what we are about to see. Beware of dress code. I saw a girl being denied entrance, although she had a valid ticket, because of the way she was dressed. And there's no place around where you can buy a dress, so be careful with that. So, and everywhere you go, it's just wow. So the footage does not make any justice to this place. This place is simply marvelous. So this is a working presidential palace, but it is also open to the public and serve as a place of learning, culture, and discovery. And beware that in our case, we had tickets for a certain day. We went there in the morning and there was a visit, a governmental visit, so we weren't allowed to get in and we had to come back in the afternoon, so beware of that as well. So this is the Great Hall, which is a massive space that serves as a centerpiece of the building. The hall is notable for the Grand Dome, which has elaborate chandeliers, and it's also adorned with detailed mosaic patterns. It has marvelous tilework, carvings, chandeliers, and this reflects a bit of the richness of the Arabian art and design. It also has several sections and exhibits. So for example, this one, the presidential gifts. So it has an exhibit of the gifts that are received by the Emirates over several years. So it's gifts that are symbolic of the nation's international relationship, and they are being showcased here. I managed to find one from my country. And it's a bit fun to see and compare what nations gave to the Emirates government. You can also see the presidential banquet room where they receive people to have dinner from other countries, and also the House of Knowledge. This one emphasizes the Emirates' contributions to the field of science, literature, and knowledge, and it has a collection of manuscripts and artifacts that highlight the region's historical and cultural achievements. There's also a chamber called the Spirit of Collaboration, which hosts meetings with foreign leaders, and it's also open for visitors. One thing that we wouldn't imagine finding in a place such as this are these cubic sculptures that we find in different parts of the palace. All of them play with geometrical shapes and light. The library is very interesting, and it is round, completely round, and it has books from the various fields of science. And of course, you have one of the most Instagrammable sculpture where you can't miss taking a picture. And besides visiting the gardens, you can also buy a ticket for the Palace in Motion, which is an evening light and sound show that takes place there on the palace grounds, and it tells the story of the Emirates' history and vision for the future. But for that, you need to have a special ticket. And the visit ends again with a bus ride that takes you back to the visitors center. I can tell you that this was one of the best tours that I've done, and it is a must-visit site for those who visit Abu Dhabi. So I hope you enjoyed the video and that it was useful for you who are planning your visit here.